All right, so I know you're all super into AI right now.
Yeah,
It's like the hottest topic,
it really is.
and everyone's talking about OpenAI.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had to do a deep dive on this whole situation.
Of course.
It's juicy.
Yeah.
It's not just tech.
Right.
It's like a total power struggle with some of the biggest names in tech.
Absolutely. It's crazy.
So
yeah.
OpenAI, they're the ones behind ChatGPT.
Right.
I'm sure you've all probably played around with ChatGPT.
At least heard of it.
Or at least heard of it.
Yeah.
And all this other crazy cutting-edge AI stuff they've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
But things are getting seriously complicated behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a real who's who of tech drama.
It is.
So to like bring everyone up to speed,
Mm.
Elon Musk and Sam Altman,
Right.
they co-founded OpenAI back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole idea was to keep it nonprofit.
Initially.
Initially, yeah.
Yeah.
But fast forward to today,
Okay.
Elon's not part of the company anymore.
Yeah.
And Altman's leading the charge to turn it into a for-profit company.
Yeah, no, that's where it gets really interesting.
And that's where the drama kicks in.
Yeah.
Elon is publicly saying he's not on board with this at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like there are even legal questions
Oh, yeah.
about whether they can even become a for-profit company.
Exactly.
So it all comes down to this initial donation that Musk made
Right.
when OpenAI was founded.
Yeah.
And some experts think that that donation came with strings attached.
Like a contract.
Yeah, like maybe it was contingent on OpenAI staying nonprofit.
Yeah, that it couldn't become for profit.
Whoa.
Exactly.
So if that's true, this could get tied up in lawsuits for years.
Oh, absolutely. This could drag on.
Oh my gosh. And I was reading that
Yeah.
Musk actually offered to buy the nonprofit
He did.
that controls OpenAI
Yeah.
for a whopping $97.4 billion.
Billion.
That's insane.
That's a huge number.
That's a huge number.
But it's actually much lower than some other valuations of
Not
the
bad.
company.
like, why would he offer so much less
That's the big question, right?
than it's potentially worth?
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes.
Total.
Is it about control,
Right.
influence over AI's future?
Like, is this about ethics? Is it about power?
Maybe a bit of both.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And we can't forget about Microsoft in all of this.
Right.
They've invested so much money into OpenAI,
Yeah.
and a lower valuation
Yeah.
actually benefits them.
Right, because then they would end up paying less
Exactly.
for their stake in the company.
Exactly. So their interests are definitely a factor here.
It's like a high-stakes poker game
It really is.
with everyone trying to outmaneuver each other.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, of course, you've got like the public back and forth
Oh, yeah.
between Musk and Altman playing out on X,
Yeah.
which is just like
Adding fuel to the fire.
throwing gasoline on the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Musk called Altman a swindler,
I know.
and Altman fired back with that joke about buying Twitter.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
I know, it's like a public feud
Right.
for everyone to see.
And it makes you wonder, like, is this a calculated strategy
Yeah.
or just genuine frustration?
Right.
Like, is he just really upset?
Yeah. Is he just like lashing out?
But this isn't just a war of words.
No, it's not.
It's getting into serious legal territory.
Absolutely.
Musk's lawyer is pushing for what they call
Yeah.
a fair market value assessment of OpenAI assets,
Okay.
which basically suggests that Musk thinks the company's being super undervalued
Right.
in this potential deal.
It's a really important legal point.
Right.
Because it raises questions about transparency.
Yeah.
And, who's actually going to benefit financially.
Right. Who's going to make all the money
Exactly.
from this whole thing?
Exactly. Yeah.
So we've got this battle over the structure of OpenAI,
Right. Right.
nonprofit versus for-profit.
Yeah.
We've got all these tech giants pulling strings,
Mm-hmm.
making these power moves, and at the heart of it all is this really big question.
What is it?
Who gets to control the future of AI?
That's the question, isn't it?
Right.
And that actually brings up another question for me.
Okay.
If Musk succeeds
Yeah.
in keeping OpenAI as a nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
how will that impact the development of future AI?
Right. Will it slow things down?
Yeah? Could it hinder innovation?
Because there are less resources.
Right. Or maybe it could make AI more equitable,
Oh, interesting.
more accessible,
Okay.
maybe less advanced because
Layered.
of the limited resources.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing to think about how all these decisions,
Yeah.
these power plays,
Mm-hmm.
could shape the future
Absolutely.
of AI and how it affects our lives.
Yeah. And this is why this story is so much bigger than just like a tech industry feud or something.
Right.
It makes you think about how much influence
Mm-hmm.
should any one person or company have
Right.
over a technology this powerful.
Yeah.
Like, what are the ethical implications here?
Totally. And who should be responsible for
Exactly.
making sure that
Yeah.
AI is developed ethically?
Right.
That's a really good question.
It's something we all need to be thinking about.
Absolutely. This deep dive has been fascinating.
It has.
And I think this is just the beginning
Oh, yeah.
of a much bigger conversation
Yeah,
we need to keep having
for sure.
about AI and the future.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time
See you then.
on the deep dive.
Bye.